Welcome to the Pittsburgh Learning Pathways Summit, first of its kind. So we're going to get started. Is everybody ready?
So the Pittsburgh Learning Pathways Summit was so exciting because we had more than 100 students here. We had classroom teachers and school administrators. We had colleagues from around the country. We had informal educators. We had museum educators. We had teaching artists. We had mentors. We even had some parents. Well, actually, many people were wearing dual hats. Many of us are parents.
I didn't really realize how many people were actually caring about the way children learn and the different things that they do to provide that exposure for them to get involved.
It was invigorating to see the amount of people that are coming together for the same cause, for the idea that we can connect learning and that learning doesn't just happen in the classroom, that it can happen everywhere.
I was really interested actually because I've never heard of pathways or any kind of badges or anything.
So when we think about a pathway, we think about, a young person's interest. And when someone's interested in something, that interest drives them.
What might be an interest at first will grow into a deep love or maybe transition into something different, but it's really an opportunity for students to really grow and develop for themselves and in a way that they think is best.
We're talking about learning that happens in school, out of school, anywhere, anytime, online.
It's all about taking this journey and turning that into opportunities for later on in life.
We also want to make sure that we are creating what many have called a city of learning.
To really begin to work together, to work collaboratively. We really think about harnessing all of the assets in a community to contribute to that overall learning journey a young person takes.
So how do we make sure that we're offering it more credit, more validation, more support and recognition?
Today at the table we talked a lot about digital badging.
Perhaps you're most familiar with the merit badges that are offered by the scouting organizations. You could say that open badges are a modern version of the same thing. They've been designed for today's digital age to grow and develop with learners and celebrate and recognize the mastery of the new kinds of competencies that we all understand are so much a part of our 21st century.
My favorite part of today was actually presenting.
I think adults can help young people find their interests if they have a good relationship with that student.
The audience understands from more of a student's perspective rather than an adult's perspective.
I think for me, I really enjoyed the roundtable discussions.
The ability to talk with other people to understand what they're doing and what their concerns are.
Bounce ideas off of people who work in and around the same sphere as me that I've never had a chance to talk with.
Personally, my favorite part was when my students first got there and they didn't know what to do with themselves. And then they started mingling and meeting people and coming back to me and saying, I met this person, they do this at this organization. It's really cool, we should look into that.
I'm excited to see the next step, what Pittsburgh could take.
It's really about pivoting the conversation from education to learning.
It's really cool because it can affect so many people.
And there's no doubt that this work is going to transform the educational world that our children and our grandchildren are going to experience.
And I think the pathway I'm on right now is just becoming a better learner for myself, for the future.